distance here. He's past the 30.
Corey Ballard. On the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks, I got homies that can sleep without 2, I got homies that can sleep without, Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit.
She right, got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And that drives Coach. Is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now it's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
It's a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
47 the mark, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Now a run with Edwards. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Gus Edwards. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And this carries into the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
Lock now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jabari Zuniga in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So 3rd and long now for Lock and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Lock. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Jets 7, Broncos nothing.
Second and 5 now. Darnold. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Screen play, Johnson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You're talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of 13 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
At their own 36-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense... Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition, it's Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 1, Locke. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
Locke working out of the gun. Oh, he'll air this one. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Locke. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards on the game there. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. From the gun, block. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball.
He's got him in, complete. Past the 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets, 71 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long, one play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. To throw is Darnold. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 11. And right away, he'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Locke. He sets to fire deep. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Brings up
just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
And returning it, here's Hamler.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Denver.
On 1st down, Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st and goal, Denver.
Here's Locke to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Gordon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they were able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43.
They'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They run once more with Edwards. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Locke to throw.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6.
Back to throw. Locke.
At the 40-yard line.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
To throw is Locke. And this is intercepted.
Here we go.
And that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. The 40. 20. 10.
They ain't ready for us.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Jets.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with it. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I ain't got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I did be bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits. Ay, how did you let it go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her. Man, they kissed and we did it, and that's how we kick.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Oh, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they knew what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I love. Hit like years to catch my buzz. These right here to catch my club. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah.